Hey guys, how's it going? Kevin here. So I said on one of my other videos that I wanted to do a few reviews. So I'm just gonna give this a shot and see how it goes. I'm not gonna talk about any of the really big books that came out this week, because I figure enough people will be reviewing those ones. So I'm gonna talk about four books, two from Marvel, one from DC, and one from Dynamite. So I'm gonna start. I'll just get right into it. So first book I want to talk about is Masks #1. Who writes it? Chris Robertson, and art by Alex Ross, and it's painted pages, so it's pretty great art. So I mean, would I recommend this comic? Yeah, I would say that most people would enjoy this comic. I can't really think of a reason why you wouldn't. Essentially, what's going on is you get some like 30s pulp characters: Green Hornet, Kato, Spider, Zorro's in it briefly, and Shadow. And I mean, it just jumps right into the story. You find out that New York City has been, I guess they essentially have like a corrupt. They've elected a mayor that's in the Justice Party, and he's hired a bunch of criminals to work as a police force. And it's based off the pulp novel. Well, three pulp novels from the, I think it's the 30s, and it's called The Spider-Verse The Empire State, and that's the advertisement for it there. That's the, I guess they're adapting that. So that's interesting. It's an interesting genre of novel, crime novel. The March of Time, they're like doing the whole newsreel type thing there, showing about the setting up, I guess, like the police force in the city and stuff. And like the artwork is fantastic. Like, it's beautiful. Painted pages are always great though. So, the story's pretty good. Um, it doesn't drag on. It is, I guess it's not that dialogue heavy. I mean, there is some action in it, so it's definitely a good first issue. It definitely doesn't take too long to build up. You can get right into it. You got the shadow there. I don't know how well you can see that. I need to get a better lighting situation here. Yeah, so I mean, I'm definitely going to pick up the second one. I think I could safely recommend this to most people. I don't think many people will be disappointed with it. Um, if you like the Dynamite pulp characters, then you'll definitely like this novel. I mean this book. If you like the Green Hornet movie, I'd say you probably would like this book. And if you like, I guess, like crime fiction at all, you probably would enjoy this book. So I could recommend it pretty safely to most people, I would think. Next, I'll do the DC book that I wanted to review. So, Justice League Dark 14. This series has been really good since #8. I mean, it was good before that too, but it's gotten really good since #8. Just wrapped up the Books of Magic story arc. I think Frankenstein and Amethyst are going to be recurring characters in this now, or at least like somewhat recurring. Black Orchid's in this one. She's a fairly new addition to the team. So essentially, this article is just these three exploring the House of Mystery, which is owned by John Constantine, and just seeing what's inside. You find out that Constantine has been compiling files about a bunch of people in the DC universe. I guess I should have indicated a spoiler alert here, but yeah, it's not huge actually. Yeah, so you find out he's been compiling. Actually, this issue is kind of just a setup. It's not really. It's pretty slow. It's not a throwaway, but it sets some stuff up. There's like a Shining reference with the haunted ballroom there. It's pretty cool. What else? I wanted to show you that room. Okay, so I mean, you get more involvement with Argus and Shade and stuff in there. And then this is the room with all the information on, I mean, various aspects of the DC universe. So it looks like Constantine will be having a role in the wider DC universe. Like he's talking about like who is Batman, and about the Green Hornet and Cyborg. There's some stuff on Martian Manhunter. Like I'm not reading anything. It mentions the Rot. So there's definitely an awareness or nods at least to everything that's going on within the DC universe right now. And interestingly enough, at the end of this issue, and this is why I say it's really a setup issue, is you get an appearance by the Phantom Stranger. indicating John Constantine. He says, the three are going to be fighting soon, and you're going to have to pick a side. So that's, I guess, like the Trinity War events coming up. I know some of the solicitations have been saying Justice League, like the Cheetah events, are going to lead up to the Trinity War. But, you get the first, like, overt reference to it since the new comic book day release. I don't know exactly what this event is based on. I don't think they've released much information. Like, just from, like, rumors and stuff, some people think it's going to be based on, like, the Trinity of Sin, so Phantom Stranger, Pandora, and the Question. Or some people think that it might indicate the three Justice Leagues, so Justice League of America, Justice League, and Justice League Dark. So that'll be interesting to see. That'll be an interesting event to keep an eye on, see if Justice League Dark is going to play a bigger role in that than anticipated. Okay, next I'm going to talk about New Avengers End Times. This is the end of Bendis' run. This was a great book. I've been kind of pissed off with the art in the past few issues. I guess they just had to get fill-in artists for the last four. Why would you get someone to do a whole run? But the art in this was significantly better. Like, there's nothing wrong with that at all. It looks good. So this is just the resolution of that whole possession story with Doctor Strange. There's a lot of action in this. You'll like it. The only complaint I have is that, this is the art throughout the book, and then you have a few pages where it's like they completely switch up the art style, which is fine, but it just kind of disrupts the flow, and like some of it's better than others. Like I don't have a problem with this style of art, but I at least want it to be consistent, and I don't think it works in an Adventures title. That's a very cartoony style there too, especially with Carol Danvers. But it was a good issue, and I wasn't even going to talk about this. I would recommend this if you've been reading Avengers. I would recommend, just when we're talking about Avengers, go out and pick up number 1 next week for sure. I promise you that you will like it. Give it a chance to build up, because Hickman likes to do the whole slow build, but when he finally gets to where he's going, it's definitely worth it. So what I wanted to say about this issue is, first we have Doctor Strange becoming a Sorcerer Supreme, I guess getting that title again. So that's interesting. And I'm wondering if that maybe will set up either a greater role in the Marvel Universe or a new single title, which I would buy for sure. Definitely would pick that up. And the other thing I wanted to mention is Luke Cage is talking about how he has the best hero for hire business that there is. So I'm wondering if that is indicating that we're going to get a new Hero for Hire series with Now, which would be another title that I'd be very interested in. So if those two are spinning off of this, I'd be very excited, because those are two series that I'd definitely go in and buy. So hopefully, maybe we'll see them appear in some way or another, mini-series or whatever, but I'm definitely hoping that's the case. And last, I picked up X-Men Legacy number 2. I said I'd review this in my haul video, so I'm going to. And this wasn't great, but it was much better than number 1. And I'm going to keep getting this, because I think that they're building towards something. I think it's going to be good when it finally reaches what they're getting. It is a little different. It's not your traditional story. It is kind of confusing. It's fairly dense. There's a few levels going on. But I was thinking about this, and it's more of I want to use the term intelligent comic. That's not to say that you have to have any kind of whatever to understand it, but just that you can't read it, just skim it. It's kind of, you have to be more involved. So I think that, don't read this if you're distracted, because you're not going to know what the hell's going on. I'm saying this, but I just kind of have hopes for this title. I could be completely wrong, and this could be consistently terrible. But I'm hoping, at least personally, that it is going to pick up, and I have a feeling that they're building towards something. I think this is going to play a part in the whole X-Men story, because, it is Xavier's son. Xavier dies. It's a pretty big plot line. I don't know. I haven't read anything with Legion before, but I've heard that writers usually have a problem trying to figure out how to use them. It's interesting giving them a solo title, And that's my other big question: is X-Men Legacy going to be is this a Legion book, or is this going to be like a Legion story arc, or a bunch of Legion story arcs, and then moving towards different X-Men, like a Legacy team led by Legion, or I don't know what's going on. So we'll see about that. This book could go in a bunch of directions. I'm hopeful for it. I'm going to give it a few issues. I'll probably give it more issues than most, but yeah, like I'm hopeful for it. So I can't recommend this title. If you hated the first one, you're not going to like this. But if you were kind of unsure about the first one, this is a better title. So if you're willing to give it a shot, go for it. You will see an improvement, and I hope we will continue to see an improvement. So that's that. Hopefully that was an okay review video. First time doing this, so I was just really talking about what I thought. So hopefully that was okay. And thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.